Joining us around the state, the country, or the world. After a few technical issues, we are up and live. It is the under-18 Melbourne United VJBL VC Grand Final. It is Dandenong Rangers taking on the Knox Raiders right now. Dandenong Rangers up 8-2. My name is Jamie Hamilton, bringing you all the action tonight, and I'm joined by Jenny Screen. Jenny, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Free throw hit there. Dandenong with the lead, 8-3, corner three, wide open. This is that one, it's pulled down the board, and they're pushing it here in transition. Turnover here, wide open under the ring. Easy 2 points there for Leah Hanathan.
Dandenong have got off to a really good start here, really aggressive in the offensive set and applying a lot of pressure and taking it to Knox. And they've started quite rattled, actually. I mean, it's taking Dom Lanossa, state coach for the under-16 Metro, goal winning this year, trying to settle his troops and get these girls underway. They did a great job last week against Nunawading. Spectres beating them by 20, and it was the same scenario. They were down by 10, 15 in the second quarter, and then slowly just plugged away. So don't take any notice of the score right now.
Roche checking in here for the Rangers. Knox ball on the baseline. Inbound is in. Fresh 24 for them as well. Knox coming out here in a zone. Deep two, tough shot there.
Great job there by Ariel Williams. She's a New Zealand girl, goes to Roeville Secondary College, doing a great job. Got silver at the recent Oceania qualification series teams.
Driving in here, bit of contact. Might have got away with the travel. Not called. 3-point shots up. Gets her own rebound to Zeldenrich. Back into the corner. Great spin move on the baseline. Nice little 2 points there for Ellie Morgan.
Right now, Dandenong are just taking it to them. They've started in this press off a shot, which isn't doing too well for them at this stage. And Knox just unfortunately can't put the ball in the hole at this stage. They can't punish them at the offensive end when Dandenong are in the press off a shot.
As you just witnessed right there, mid-range shot. Nice little look there for Leah Hanathan once again. Leads now out to 9 here for the Rangers, 14-5. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball's in the short corner. Double team comes, open three, no respect shown there. Offensive rebound by the Raiders. Foul's called and the basket's going to count. Tough move there through the contact.
Interesting, Dandenong went into a zone off their last bucket. You know, in a zone set, it's always difficult to box out in a one-on-one setting, and there Knox did a great job through Ariel getting that offensive rebound, and she goes to the foul line for a 3-point play.
Hannah Rapp whistled for the foul there. 3-point play chance here and knocks it down. Does Hannah Lawson, 18-4, just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Knox coming out in a press as well, trying to stifle things up. Doing a good job, got to get it over, and they just do. Nice pass inside, big to big. Loses the handle. Shot clock's ticking down behind the back, step back, nice look, nice shot. Leah Hanathan, once again, she's on fire here early for the Rangers.
She can play, that girl. She's a flat-out baller. She's in the National Pathway Program for Victoria. She goes to Box Hill herself in Year 12 and doing a great job, and will be a potential college candidate going forward, but literally a flat-out baller, that's for sure.
Baldwin tips the pass. Timeout called here by the Raiders. 2 minutes 23 to go in the first quarter. 18-6. Rangers have the lead. What have you seen early here by the Rangers in order for them to be building this lead like they are?
Yeah, look, I think they've just adjusted to the nerves of playing in a grand final a lot easier than Knox have. I think they've come out and they're attacking Knox off the drive and finding the open man at the same time. And then defensively, I think they're just applying pressure. Knox look a little bit disjointed on the offensive end, but again, it's only early minutes in this first quarter, and I'm sure they'll come out after this timeout with Dom with a fresh mindset.
You briefly touched on it as we got on air, but Knox comfortably defeating Nunawading last week, 20-point margin in the end, and Dandenong defeating the reigning champs, Bulleen, 52-55, thanks to plus 10 in the fourth quarter. So Dandenong have a lot of momentum coming into this game. Not to say that Knox don't, but Dandenong definitely have their tails up.
Yeah, they do. I mean, if we look on paper, I would say that Knox, hands down, have the better team with the names that they have on their list. But Dandenong just have a way of getting it done. They're led very well with their coaching staff, and it'll be a great test now in the last 2.5 minutes of this first quarter to see what Knox are going to put to the table.
Knox ball here on the baseline as we come back from the timeout. 8-16, Dandenong with the lead. Looking to go inside. They do. Great pass. And nice finish there, Georgina Robinson.
Nice job. Nice assist there from Zoe Jenkins into Charlize Dunn for the layup. Even though she didn't finish with her left hand, naughty girl, but a great job nonetheless. And recently just came back from a gold medal herself with the under-17 Asia, or the Oceania qualification team.
Lots of noise here from the Knox bench as well. 3-point shots up, no good. Knox pulling down the board. Finds the corner three. That's a good-looking shot. A little bit off. Offensive rebound. Saves it. Finds the lucky player. Zoe Jenkins puts it in.
She was great last week for Nunawading. I think she finished with a game high, almost 24 points. Correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere around that 20-point mark anyway. So looking for her to be the leader of this team tonight.
Shot clock sticking down here. Knox playing some good D, and the travel called on the up fake. Took that extra step, shuffled the feet a little bit. Great defensive possession there by Knox, and they get rewarded.
And you can just see the nerves, I should say, of Knox are just starting to settle. Leia Hannafin getting a nice little break, and a deserved break actually towards the end of this quarter. But we'll see here, 1 minute to go. Foul count's pretty even. Let's see what Meg Robinson can do with her team.
Raiders have the ball here, just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Dandenong switching back to a man here. Corner three, they're loving that corner three shot tonight, but hasn't quite paid off for them yet. Almost comes up with the offensive board, but Rat pushing it here. Just checked back into the game for the Rangers. No whistle called there. Could have been a foul or a travel. Refs call it 50-50. And we're diving on the ball. Jump ball called here.
Great penetration there. I think we're seeing it on the replay or not. But either way, great penetration there. Nice job to see that the refs aren't taking too much control of the game and letting these girls play a physical style. And that's what you want to see in a grand final. Girls getting on the floor and hustling for those one possessions.
Rangers get the ball back here on the jump ball. Goes inside, left hand finish, no good. Pushing it here, even numbers, 2-on-2. Great defense there by the Rangers. And the rebound's tipped, comes back up with it. Does Jenkins, and a whistle out of bounds. Knox going to keep possession. Just over 2 second shot difference here between the shot clock and the game clock, 26-3.
Dandenong find themselves on a zone in this out of bounds here.
Another corner three, that one's also off. Rangers come up with it. Shot clock's turned off, 10 seconds to go in the game. And a foul's called on the drive. And Leah McKenzie's going to go to the line here. Liked what she saw in front of her. Her teammates not so sure if that was the right decision, but she's going to go to the line here and shoot too.
No, I think it's a great decision. I mean, there was a miscommunication on the defensive end between Knox on who's taking who, and she just saw an opening. I mean, why wouldn't you take it? She's now at the foul line shooting two and could possibly put a team up from 4 to 6 points.
Misses the first one here, 12-16. Knox have fought back here after a slow start. 8 seconds left on the shot on the game clock as she hits the back end. Looking for a good shot here. Dandenong playing good D. There's the tip and there's the whistle. Great confidence boosting end to the quarter here by the Dandenong Rangers. Quarter time here in the under-18 VC Grand Final. 17-12. Dandenong have the lead. Knox had a slow start, but they definitely, like you said, nerves have settled down a bit and they're looking a lot better now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I think they're relying a little bit too much on the perimeter shot. They haven't really hit one yet from outside, and that's the tendency to want to happen. That's probably falling to Dandenong's hands when you do play a zone. You want to live and die by the three-point line. But I think if Knox can get some better ball movement inside, outside, attack that zone, I think that'll see the well open up and get some more open shots rather than just that launching it from deep.
Now, we'd like to thank one of our major sponsors here at Basketball Victoria, and that is Spalding, the official game ball for all Basketball Victoria competition. For all of your basketball gear, including the VJBL game ball itself, check out spalding.com.au. And aren't they just a beautiful looking basketball?
They're not bad. Nice little colours there.
Now, we've seen Dandenong switching up their defense a bit here, not letting Knox settle. Is that something that they're going to look to keep doing for the rest of the game?
Look, I'm sure Tim Rapp's got his cards close to his chest, and it depends on how the game unravels. But for me, Knox are the bigger, stronger bodies, if you will, more developed, and I think they just need to make that a target. They're obviously on the offensive boards, dominating on the glass, and that's probably why I'd only sees them down by 5. But I think ball movement, some good screens, and you'll see the shots open up for Knox.
Knox have the ball here to start the second quarter, 12-17. Dandenong have the lead. Ball swings into the corner, then inside. And like you said, Knox trying to use that size advantage. Doesn't quite pay off. Good D inside by Hannah Rapp for the Rangers. And a quick three pulled in transition. Leah McKenzie knocking it down, putting that lead out to 8 now. Drives in, saw the advantage, gets her own rebound, and a foul's called. And Ariel Mackey-Williams going to the line here to shoot 2.
I love the tenacity there and the penetration by Mackey, but it was 1-on-2, 1-on-3 almost, and she drew the defense. It should just be a kick with her right hand out to that short corner for an easier shot. Lucky for her, she wasn't boxed out, which means she was able to get the offensive rebound and put, hopefully, 1 now that she's missed her first foul shot to her name. But that's the decision making and the IQ of this game. If I draw 2 people, where is my open teammate to get a better shot?
It's the back end there. Knox coming out in a press. They've looked pretty good so far when they've been able to set it up. Dandenong beat it pretty easily though in the end. Double comes, great D by the Raiders. And drives in, left hand finished through 2 defenders. Lovely look there by Ellie Morgan. Knox looking to push it quickly, not letting Dandenong set up. Poor pass there, lucky to keep possession.
Very lucky as a coach. That's the one pass you never throw, is through the kitchen from 2 to the 3 lane, especially Meg Robinson being left-handed and throwing across the court with her left hand as well.
Ockwell checks in for her first minutes here for Knox. Raiders ball 16 on the shot clock. Big screen set. Stops on a dime. Shot's a bit long. Driving in, finds the player, foul's called.
Nice job there by Charlize Young. There's an example of where you attack the rim hard, especially on the pace. Effort of the transition on the left hand, draws the defense and able to find a teammate for the easy dump. And now you see Rhiannon Ockwell going to the line for 2. Knox haven't been too great from the foul line. I think they've missed about 4 foul shots so far, so hopefully Rhiannon will be able to change the tide here.
And how frustrating is that as a coach? You've done all the hard work, earned your two at the line, and then you just can't convert.
Yeah, look, I don't think any training session really prepares you for the pressure cooker of shooting foul shots, and it comes down to mentality, and every shot you shoot in training has to be purposeful and mindful, and sometimes I don't think that's the case with the youth of today. So hopefully these girls can turn that around.
Corner 3 here. No good, strong rebound pulled down. And then pushing it here. 12 on the shot clock. Knox got to make something happen. That's a tough three from straight on, but knocks it down. Dunn hitting another three.
And that's what she's known for. She's, you know, one of the premier talents in Victoria for her age group, and a three-point game is definitely hers, that's for sure.
Tough shot there by Hanafa, no good. Fouls called off the offensive rebound.
Love the tenacity that's Ellie Morgan, number 53 from Dandenong, showing. She's tough. I mean, she's penetrated, put her head down a few occasions, got to the rim, made some tough shots on the left hand, and again, showing some athleticism there, getting to the foul line and drawing a foul from Knox.
Timeout called here by the Rangers. Whistles going on everywhere. Everyone looked a little bit confused. 5 minutes 46 to go in the second quarter. Rangers still with the lead, but the Raiders cutting it down a little bit, 22-17. A lot of threes that we've seen early. Not a lot of them falling as we've seen so far. Are we going to see it change to a bit more of an inside game as the game goes on?
I don't know. You're asking a question I can't answer because it's in the future. But I think
if you were out there, if you were coaching one of the teams, right, Merrigan is a Roval, another Roval player that we have out on the court. There's probably about 4 or 5 representing Roval Sports College here, and then you've also got Box Hill. So a credit to a lot of the public schools that have a lot of these cohort of young, fine female players. Tough finish inside there by Dunn off a beautiful pass. Leeds cut down to 3 here for the Rangers. Knox stepping up to the plate now. Looks inside, good D. Just rims in and out. Unlucky there inside. Raiders pushing it. Up and under, great D. Running in transition here, 2-on-3. Takes it all the way, puts on the afterburners, no good. Now it's Knox's turn to try and use the numbers advantage. They pull it out, try and run a good play, gets it inside. And a foul called. Dandenong bench not looking too happy. But either way, Ockwell's going to the line here to shoot 2.
I think Dandenong's defensive transition is an interesting one. I think Knox could do a better job of exploiting it, running deep through those wing lanes and getting wide open and getting some direct penetration. I just don't think they're punishing Dandenong enough. They've had some quick shots on the offensive end, the green team, and I don't think Knox have done a great job of just owning that transition lane. And again, another missed foul shot right now. I think they're up to 6 or 7 missed foul shot. You don't want that to come back and haunt you at the end of the game.
Offensive board though, and Ockwell makes up for it with a strong move inside. Dandenong in the bonus here as well. They're going to have to be careful. With 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mid-range jump shot looks good by Merrigan. And then gets the turnover off the inbound as well. Rangers here looking to punish Knox for some sloppy ball handling. Got to get a shot up, and a travel called. Knox playing some great defense there.
Interesting call there. If you look on the revision play, I don't actually think it was a travel at all. Interesting. I mean, it might have looked unorthodox. I think it was just let it go and see what happens. But either way, another turnover though.
Another poor turnover. Some more great D. And Dandenong going to keep possession on the baseline. That's 2 in a row.
Really sloppy there by Knox. Out of bounds play. They've done all the hard work to get the ball back. And just a silly, unorthodox turnover there by Charlie's Dunn allows Dandenong to now get a shot. An awful one at that, though.
Not the best shot there. Raiders pushing it here. Need to get a score. Still only 3-point difference. For as sloppy as they've been with the ball, they haven't converted, and there they go. Now it's just a 1-point game, 26-27, 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Be nice to see if Knox can steady the ship now. They're down by 1 if they haven't led yet in this entirety of the game. So if they can peg it and get within the next 2.5 minutes lead, I think that's going to be very advantageous them heading into the halftime.
Dunn whistled for the foul. They're a little bit too over-eager on the ball handler. She's going to take a seat, as does Ockwell. Baldwin checks in, as does Robinson. Dandenong ball here on the sideline. They've got a fresh 24 as well. McKenzie has it, driving inside. Tough finish there, plenty of contact. Could have been a whistle or maybe two.
She's been solid this first half, hit a long-range pull-up, 3 in transition, a few little jumpers, and now a penetrating drive. She's been really representing Dandenong well here tonight in the guard spot.
Ball's in the corner, 3-point shot goes up. Jenkins misses once again. And there's McKenzie fighting for the loose ball. Almost a perfect pass, a little bit too behind.
Almost feel like we're watching the Australian Boomers here with ball possession and looking after it. Being a bit sloppy right now.
Jenkins dribbles it off her foot, maintains possession, 3-point shots up, a little bit too short.
Interesting shot there by Georgia Baldwin. I mean, we've had 2 consecutive plays now down where Knox have had not any ball movement, no cutting, no screening, and it's been 1 or 2 passes and a shot, which has led them to pretty much be a turnover.
Full court press looking good, 3-point shots up. Looks pretty good too, just a little bit too long, fighting for the loose ball. Rangers come up with it. 3-point shots up there from McKenzie, and it's no good. Probably not the shot the coach would have wanted there. And the Raiders slow it down here. 3-point advantage. Euro step, no foul. Didn't hit the ring, shot clock didn't reset. And the Rangers come up with it.
Loving the energy that Dom Lanossa, the head coach of Knox, is showing. You know, really good energy, trying to promote his girls through positive affirmation of just sticking with it. They're not, you know, playing great basketball right now, but if they can just weather this first half, it could pay dividends in the second.
Knox call a timeout here. 53 seconds left in the first half, 26-29. Knox getting off to a slow start, fighting back here in the second quarter. It's been pretty sloppy the last few minutes, but that timeout was pretty much inevitable. It was just for a case for the first whistle. Now, this last minute going into halftime, how important is it for both teams?
Look, you want, it's a 3-possession ball game with 53 seconds left on the clock. You want just strong, hard ball movement, execution. It's going to be a Knox ball off a Dandenong turnover here. So it'll be interesting how Dom sets it up here and what they come out to play with, but just solid offense, no turnovers, nothing sloppy, and just get a good look at the rim, because the last thing you want is a quick shot, which then, you know, turns into a transition basket for Dandenong.
And Dandenong here in the bonus as well. Definitely don't want to foul. They've been in the bonus for about 3 minutes. They've done a very good job of not committing another foul since then, so it's good to see that they can turn up the aggressiveness when need be, but then when they have to, when they're forced to pull it back, can do the same thing and still maintain this lead. Knox have the ball here. Looking to go inside, and the commentators curse.
As did their coach on the sidelines there. Get out of jail free card there. Ariel should have brought the ball down a little bit further to allow for a better angle there on the pass, but, you know, sigh of relief for Knox. Instead of a turnover, they're now going to the line for a bonus.
Merrigan whistled for the foul, sending Ockwell to the free throw line. She's struggled so far this game from the charity stripe. Misses the first. Knocks down the second, cuts it back to a 2-point margin, 27-29. Hilford has it at the top. She's going to run this clock down a little bit. Player 2 for 1. Mackenzie's left open. That one's a little bit too long. Offensive rebound, though.
Great decision there by Felicity Hilford to pull it out. Unfortunately, didn't get the shot they were after, and now possession, 1 left, 17 seconds left on the clock. Ariel Williams with the ball in her hands.
Shot clock's turned off. Deep 2. Knocks it down. That looked pretty. 5 seconds left. Knox have a foul to give if they want to, but they're just going to play a great possession.
Whoa, nice!
And the buzzer beater, bank 3.
A little bit of a Hail Mary there, almost Paddy Mills-esque like. Great job here by Dandenong to push the ball through number 33, Cody Mizika. And then Haley just launches it from the foul line, extended deep, probably NBA range for the bank 3. Not sure she called it, but either way, they go into the half-time with a 3-point lead.
Half-time here. It's the under-18 girls VC grand final, 32-29. Dandenong have the lead. Now, I want to talk a little bit about you at halftime, Jenny.
Oh.
I've done some research.
I don't think you should want to bore anyone that's listening.
So, everyone knows two-time Olympian, World Championship gold medalist, Com Games gold medalist. But you were recently appointed as the Deputy Chair to FIBA's Players Commission.
Yeah, you've done your research.
So,
that's only fresh off the press.
Well, tell us a little bit about that, what that role entails, and I guess what the overall goal is in that position. Yeah,
look, I'm very passionate about players, and I think, we are the #1 reason why this sport exists, is because without us, we wouldn't have a sport. So for me, I've been fortunate enough for the last 4 years to be the Oceania representative on the FIBA Players Commission, and luckily enough, and very humbling to be re-elected and find myself now in Deputy Chair. So I head to Switzerland every year and talk on different topics. I'm also an ambassador for FIBA at different championships around the world for under-17s, 19s, and go and do workshops with these young aspiring athletes on their own little journeys and provide them with knowledge and insight and tidbits on agents and contracts and what we should be looking for and finance and how do you look after your money when you turn pro. And it's an exciting time for basketball. I mean, we just recently saw in China, the World Championship for the Boomers, and it's a still heartbreak, as we talk about it. And the Opals are now on a plane after a camp in the Centre of Excellence in Canberra to now go and qualify. They're going off to the Asia Cup. So, it's a booming time where WNBL is about to start. We're in our 40th season, our 20th on national TV, and the NBL is just going from strength to strength. So I'm excited, and now this just allows me a voice at the table for the masses of the sport, not only in Australia and Oceania, but around the world as well. And I get to sit next to Dirk Nowitzki, who, look, I don't have the pay packet he does, but I'd like to hope I'm better looking. But no, it'll be fun.
And then I guess as we're just about to get back underway, how big is it for the WNBL to have Lauren Jackson on board? Kind of steering the ship. I
mean, she is pretty much we would say the Michael Jordan or the Andrew Gaze, and setting a leadership role in our sport. I think she brings another level and attraction because of her name and what she's done in terms of the international stage for our sport, especially females. And I think she's doing a great job so far, and it'll be exciting to see what this league is going to hold. I think it's going to be great. We're on Fox Sport again this year, and it's going to be an awesome season, and it's girls like these that are playing now at VJBL that will one day hopefully be taking over the reins in the WNBL as well.
Definitely. Basketball looking very strong here in Australia. We're back underway in the third quarter. Foul is called on the Rangers. 29-32. Dandenong have the lead. Knox have the ball, however, pushing it in transition. Hand in the cookie jar. And then a foul called. Bodies flying everywhere. Meg Robinson whistled for that foul. Great on-ball defense there. And then just a little bit too out of control, head down, not knowing where she's going.
Interesting seeing Knox in a 2-3 zone now. I don't know why these teams persist with this, because I think Knox are an athletic, strong defensive team. I think I want to see them play one-on-one. I want to see these girls own defense rather than relying on just packing it in and protecting the keyway. Not a fan. Great pass there by Meg Robinson.
Inside, Ockwell. A little bit too short on that one. Dandenong pushing it here in transition. Thought about the shot, finds the trailer. Driving in, and a foul's called.
Oh, lucky there on the penetration is Rapp. She did a nice little up fake. Great job by Morgan to draw the D. Rappers just lucky to get that foul there because I thought that might have been just a Knox ball.
Dandenong ball here on the baseline. Fresh 24 on the shot clock. Wide open three. No one cared to defend. Shot's no good though. Driving in, strong move. Goes one way, then the other. Great. Manages to put it in there, does Zoe Jenkins.
Yeah, great job. I think that's only 4 points to her name. She reminds me a little bit of Maddie Garrick style from Melbourne Boomers. I just feel that when I look at her, a more solid type in terms of her body type, but just the way she plays and the flair she has. I'm expecting a big half from her because she was big in the semi-final against Nunawading last week.
Dandenong have to get a shot up. Great defensive possession. And they do exactly that. Cody Mishka.
Hannafin does a great job of that. She just knows how to put the ball in the paint. Oh, sorry, in the hole rather. You know, just gets it done. I spoke of that in the first quarter. She is a baller. You know, when you've got 5 seconds left on the shot clock, that's the person Dandenong wants to put the ball into her hands and see what she can create.
Rangers ball here on the sideline. Played about 2 minutes here in the first quarter. 3-point shots up and it's down. Ellie Morgan, dead eye three.
And this is where Dom Lanossa has to make a decision. Does he sit in that zone or does he make the brave choice and go back to 1-on-1? But with a great shot and another 3 to her name, Charlie's done. They're only down by 3 now.
Knox's zone looking pretty good so far this quarter. Few extra steps there. Both referees look at each other and say, yep, that was too many steps.
Yeah, for a moment there, I think she must have thought she was in the NBA playing. But the right decision is made there by the referees.
3-point game here. It's hovered around this 3-point margin for most of the game. 34 to 37. Which team's going to be able to pull away first? Stops on a dime. Shot's no good, though.
But I like that. At least it's an aggressive mindset. She ripped hard, penetrated, just wasn't poised enough. But
bang.
Nice job there by Ellie Morgan in the transition phase of their offense to nail one from deep.
Could hear that one hit the net from up here. That was flush. Leads now out to 6 for Dandenong. Ockwell up and under. Plenty of
tough shot. Great footwork there. Really love that. Great poise. Step through. Underrated is footwork, passing and cutting in this game. Almost too much flair these days. If we just got better at the basics, I think we see some great basketball.
Ball's inside here for the Rangers. Strong D, but stronger offense.
Nice job there by Cody. Again, I feel like I'm saying Roval all the time, but another Roval student.
They know how to breed basketballers out at Roeville.
Yeah, they've got a great program.
Players.
As does Box Hill, as does Templestowe, as does Berwick, as does all of them.
3-point shots off. Rangers here. Crossover at the elbow. That looked good. And there's another step through. That one's a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound though.
Solid there by Cody Mizika. Apologies if I get her name wrong, but I do know her as Cody. But yeah, great solid rebound there on the offensive end for her.
Mid-range jump shots, no good. Knox's offense looking a little bit rattled at the moment.
Great pass.
Inside.
Nice commentary. We tag team there. But that it requires now a timeout now by Dom Lanossa and the Knox girls as it now stretches out to a 10-point lead. These next 3 minutes are going to be pretty crucial for the Knox girls.
3:19 left here in the third quarter. As you just said, 36 to 46 leads now out to 10. And their defense has looked pretty good so far this half. The zone hasn't quite been perfect every time, but when they've been able to lock it in, it's looked pretty good, but just not a lot going on offense.
No, not at all. I think, again, their ball movement, they're relying from the outside shot. Dandenong on the other end, the difference is they've just been able to nail a few of their deeper, long threes. And for Knox now, I think you might see them come out of the timeout in this last 3 minutes and play a man and play quite aggressively. They're not in foul trouble. They need to take them and try and make Dandenong play rushed, panicked basketball.
Now, you might have seen all over quite a lot of social media the last few weeks for Bounce Dementia. So let's Bounce Dementia. Join us September 27 at MSAC, Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre, and support the carers of those living with dementia. Sign up at www.bouncedementia.com.au. Yeah,
great foundation, and a lot of people have touched by that, especially in the basketball community. Nigel Purchase and his grandmother, or mother I should say, suffers from it, and my grandmother did. It's just awful. Awful, 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 just like a lot of things, but this great game of under-18s basketball is not so bad.
10-point advantage to the Dandenong Rangers, 36-46. Knox have the ball. Strong move on the baseline. Great defense here by Dandenong. Finds the open cutter, blocked from behind.
Great athleticism shown there by Leah Hannafin as they get control now on the offensive end.
Dandenong have taken control of the game the last few minutes here in the third quarter. Hannafin has the ball. Nice little slip pass and beautiful finish there.
Cody's had 6 points in this quarter. She hasn't played many minutes for this game, but she's come in, and I reckon she's been the X factor in this third quarter, especially in the last 5 minutes. Huge shot there by Meg Robinson, and a Hail Mary that they actually needed. Probably not the person you would go to for a three-point shot, but nonetheless, that's the second three to her name for this game.
Doesn't matter how the points come, especially in a grand final. Knox needed that. Now they're up and about a little bit here on defense. A lot of noise coming from the bench. And Dandenong just silenced that through the hands of Leah McKenzie.
Knox have got to move the ball. Too many people trying to go one-on-one, look at their own. I always like the analogy, you get 2 seconds. If you don't have a shot, you don't have a pass, or sorry, you don't have a drive, then pass the ball, move it on. Get the ball moving, make the defense have to own it. And great job there by the Knox girls, I think through Rhiannon Ockwell to find Charlize Dunn on the cut.
Dunn finishes through the contact there. Tough finish. Knox need some scoring at the moment, need it wherever they can get it. Dunn hits that free throw as well. Coach Lanosia probably looking up to the skies saying, thankfully, some free throws are starting to fall. That shot's very high, no good. Ockwell pulls down the board. Knox looking a little bit better coming out of this timeout. This next 90 seconds going to be massive, and they don't start that 90 seconds while throwing the ball out of bounds. Eight-point margin here. Dandenong have the lead. Knox needs some stops going into three-quarter time. They need whatever they can get.
Nice little double down screen there from Dandenong. Nice shot by Rapp, unfortunately missed, but good contest on the offensive board, which finds Dandenong taking it out of bounds.
Rangers going to keep possession here. Fresh 24 as well. Knox have come out of that zone. Big contest off the ball. Nothing called. Baseline drive. Great look there, Felicity Hilford.
Yeah, getting her first 2 points, I should say, to the game. Nice to see. She hasn't seen many minutes, but, you know, doesn't matter how long you're out there, it's how important you are when you are out there.
Deep 2, actually. Toba's on the line. Shot missed either way. 48 seconds here. Knox going to play that 2-for-1. Foul gets called. A little bit too aggressive on the ball handler. It was Felicity Hilford.
Yeah, as we see on the replay, good poise there by Charlize Dunn to lull the defender into thinking she had a chance. Big play here for Knox coming up. 45 seconds left on the clock. No one's in team fouls, but they need a good play here and get some points on the board. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to plan with another turnover.
Misses that free throw, that layup, excuse me. Knox take possession. Back catcher, lucky break there. Just a little bit too lackadaisical with the catch. Good contest at the ring though. 14-second difference here, shot clock, game clock. Dandenong gonna get the ball back regardless. They want to get a stop here though. Shot clock's ticking down, 3-point shots up, and that looked perfect.
Great job there by Hannah Lawson. Charlie's done, drew the defender, found the open pass, and in the context of the game, that is a massive shot. 9 seconds left on the clock.
Knox really want to stop here. Defense looking good. They're doubling the ball, get the turnover. Gonna get a shot up. Knox looking strong here, leading into three-quarter time. But Dandenong still have the lead, 52-45. Lead blew out to double digits there in the third quarter. But coming out of that timeout about halfway through the quarter, Knox looking pretty good coming out of it. Changed up their defense a little bit at times. At times they looked a little bit slow, but cut that lead down to single figures. And single figures going into three-quarter time. You'd take that as to what they were doing earlier in the quarter.
Yeah, look, I think they stayed in the zone a little bit too long and could have come out of it a little bit earlier, but nonetheless, Hannah Lawson's shot with 12 seconds to go was huge in the context of the game. Instead of being now a 10-point margin, which mentally can seem like a lot harder work with only 8 minutes to play, they now find themselves with 7 points down. Haven't played great basketball, and to be honest, I don't think either team has played great basketball. There's been a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots, or missed foul shots I should say rather, but that sometimes is finals basketball. It's never the most skilled. It's who can control their emotions and what's going on in between their heads. So hopefully one of these teams clicks. Right now it's Dandenong have the lead. Do they play to protect it or they play to win? And Knox, well, their backs are up against the wall and they've got 8 minutes to show us what they got.
I'll put you in the shoes of Coach Lanosia. What does he change up going into this fourth quarter? What are they doing differently to cut back this 7-point lead and hopefully take the lead?
Look, I think they've done a great job on the defensive end in terms of rebounds. I don't think they're running in transition hard enough and pushing the ball and making Dandenong have to play. It's too much of a half-court game. And ball movement. They've got to get some structure into their offense. Pass and cut, screens, get some movement.
Knox have the ball to start the third quarter. And they're going to the line through the hands of Meg Robinson.
And that's a great start. Nothing special, nothing spectacular, just nice movement, penetration, rip hard, 2 dribbles on the baseline. And now, because she attacked hard, she now finds herself with a reward and hopefully 2 points to her name.
Hannah Rapp whistled for the foul there for Dandenong. Robinson hits the first. Represented Australia at the 2018 Oceania Championships. So she knows how to win big games. Commentator's curse, as always, though, misses the back end of the free throw. Offensive rebound, though, and that shot's no good. Nice little tip there. Raiders keep possession. Friendly rolls, no good. Another offensive rebound. Got to get a shot up. Robinson does. Another offensive board. Knox full of confidence now. Got to get one to go. Driving baseline back up to the top. Left hand finish. And an offensive foul called.
Oh, that'll be interesting to see on the replay if she was. A nice little up fake there. Left hand drive. Was she outside the charge circle? Ooh,
I'll leave that one to you.
I don't know, but disappointing in the context of the game. They did a great job with the possession. They had 4 offensive rebounds in a row, led by Charlie's Dunn with those 2 early ones, but just couldn't finish it. And I think that's been the key so far. They haven't been able to put it away.
It's been the tale of the game for the Knox Raiders, unfortunately. Dandenong with the ball here. Leads at 6 points. Ball's at the top. Open 3, thought about it, drives in, lovely little hop step. Doesn't quite hit the layup though. Unfortunate there, deserved the 2 points. Quick three taken.
Wow.
Knocks it down.
That is ballsy. I mean, that takes a player to go, yeah, nah, and a bottom major, a girl that starts on the bench and Charlie's done, to go, I'm going to put these girls on my back, and that's her third three for the game, and then comes up with a steal as well.
Slows it down, waits for her troops. Massive three to tie it up, no good. 4-on-1 here. Knox have the numbers. Smart play there, pull it out. Corner three, great ball movement here by the Rangers. Drives in, bounce pass, open, corner three, no good. And stepped on the line. Lucky break there by for Knox.
It was a great shot there, but what I liked even more was the chase, by Knox. They didn't give up. They didn't allow an easy shot. Meg Robinson chased out hard and used her length to challenge that shot, but we see here there on the replay, great step back poised three by Charlie's Dunn to put her team within 3 points and 6 minutes, or just under 6 minutes to go in this game.
Merrigan checked back in here for Dandenong. 49-52, 3-point lead the way of the girls in green. Nice baseline cut. Shot's no good though. Ockwell hustles for the rebound.
And again, they made something out of nothing there. It was a nice card by Meg Robinson. She just needed to have a little bit poise, maybe a little bit of a power dribble, up fake. She's got athleticism. She could have elevated quite easily, but no structure. No structure there from Knox, and that's what happens. They don't get a good shot.
Dandenong have the ball. Fouls called on the drive. It's whistled on Ockwell. Half a step too late there on the help. Dandenong have the ball here on the baseline. Could have been a moving screen, but it's not called. Ball rattles in and out and up and down.
Oh, wow. I was about to reward
out of
Hayley.
bounds call.
I was about to reward Hayley Merrigan there. Not only did she set a great screen to allow her teammate to get open, but then she found herself getting on the offensive glass, but unfortunately gets called out of bounds.
Caught between a rock and a hard place. Big threes, no good. Knox living and dying by the three here a little bit too much in the fourth quarter. Tough shot at the ring. Wide open offensive rebound though. Morgan's going to slow it down. Gets the screen and the switch.
3 seconds left
here
on the shot clock. 2, 1, going to be a
Gotta
violation
get a shot
here.
up. Even the refs are caught a bit off guard with the shot clock violation. Tough shot at the ring, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Dandenong need to find composure here. There's no huddle. They're a bit dispersed. They need to get together. Someone needs to lead this team and keep fighting for this 3-point lead. There's 4.5 minutes left on the clock as Zoe Jenkins and Georgia Baldwin find themselves checking back into the game. Meg Robinson in the context. 2 massive foul shots to her name right now. Make 2, down by 1.
Hits the first. Now we're back at a 2-point game. Misses the back end, out of bounds. Who's going to get it?
Great contest there. I'm pretty sure that's the right call. I don't know.
Going the
I
way
can't
of
see it on the
Knox.
inside.
And another inbound turned over. Tough shot. Stepping back. Looking good. 4-point game.
If anyone's going to get it done for Knox, it is going to be Leah Hannafin, that's for sure.
3-point shot just rims out. Loose ball goes the way of the Rangers. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Dandenong now with a 6-point lead. 50-56. Tough shot, no good. Offensive rebound, open three. knocks it down. Jenkins, we're back to a 3-point game.
Great job there. I would reward that to Meg Robinson, give her half the points, you know. Bit of kamikaze on her first penetration, but followed it up with the offensive rebound to allow Zoe Jenkins to nail that 3.
Knox have their tails up a little bit here. A foul's called at the ring. Shot was contested by Robinson. Probably a smart play in the end. Don't want to give up 2 easy points.
Yeah. Poor sloppy closeout there by Zoe Jenkins, which meant Meg Robinson had to come across and help. You could probably argue that it was a lot of all ball, but either way, in the context of the game, 3.5 minutes to go, they're always going to go with the opposition.
Timeout called here by the Dandenong Rangers. 3 minutes 24 left in the game. 53-56. Dandenong still with the lead. As much as Knox have, you know, turned the ball over and played a sloppy game, let's be honest. To still be within the 1 shot.
Yeah, they're doing great. I mean, you know, that's sometimes basketball. And sport in general. It's a game of momentum swings, and you know, the swing is probably coming their way at the right time. Credit to Dandenong. I think they've done a great job of leading pretty much for the whole entire game, and you know, they hopefully don't want to be ruining the chance. They were up by 12 at one stage in this game, and they're only down by 3 to go.
As we wind down on this game, who's the game's still up for grabs, so who's your MVP from each side?
Look, I think for me, Leah Hannafin from Dandenong, as well as I think Leah McKenzie's done a great job at times. I think a lot of them have played roles. And also, you know, Cody off the bench has done a great job, had 6 points, some solid rebounds. On the other end for Knox, I think Charlize Dunn and Meg Robinson, number 9 and number 7, respectively, have done a great job leading this team. And without knowing the stats, I think they'd probably have double digits both to their name. I think Charlize would also probably have a double-double or close to in terms of rebounds. But, you know, games, they come down to possession, and turnovers hurt, and foul shots. Another missed foul shot.
Morgan misses the back end, but another offensive rebound off the free throw, and that 3's too short, and yet another offensive rebound. And the Rangers going to slow it down a little bit, try and get a good possession. Step back deep too. A little bit short there from Hannafin. Some momentum. Back inside here. Shot clock's ticking down. Not a lot going on offense. The screen comes. There's the pop and the drive in. Euro step looking good. Just rims out though.
That was a good possession. Great ball movement, good inside, outside, great penetration. Just unfortunately didn't nail the final possession and get the 2 points to their name. But big defensive set here for Knox, and can Dandenong get another 2 points to the scoreboard?
Knox need to stop. Dandenong need to score. Corner 3, shot clock's ticking down. Got to get a shot up. No fouls called. Offensive rebound, massive by the Dandenong Rangers.
That's 3 offensive rebounds in a row in 2 different possessions.
Hannafin drives in, double comes, no good.
Oh no, and another one, and a foul. Again, if you watch these girls, Knox girls, they're just turning and watching, ball watching, not finding a man, not boxing out, not making any contact, and that's why Dandenong still find themselves with possession. You know, 4 offensive rebounds in a row, 2 in 2 different sets in a row, and you can't win games when you don't get possession.
Ockwell checking back in for Knox. Driving in at the ring. Good D, no whistle. Knox need a score here, 53-57. Dandenong wanted to travel, and the ball just ripped out of her hands. Hannafin once again.
And there's the star for Dandenong in Leah Hannafin. She's done a great job, number 35. Got the ball in her hand, 14 seconds left on the clock. Doing it on both ends, really.
3's open in the corner, shots up. Misses everything. Knox pushing it here in transition. Thought about the 3 sides against a tough 3-point shots up, and it's a 1-point game. Massive three there.
By Ariel Williams. Great job. She is known for her long range, can shoot the dime from deep, and in massive, with 1 minute to go, Tim Rapp calls a timeout. Knox find themselves down 1.56-57.
1 minute 4 left in the game. Massive three brings it back to 1 point as we look at the replay here. Tough closeout. That's a tough shot. You have to have so much confidence in yourself to know that that shot is going to go down.
Yeah, Ariel Williams, she's never seen a shot she doesn't like, if I'm being honest. But, you know, credit to her. It's ballsy. It's 1 minute to go. You want players that want to put their hand up and go, yep, give it to me. I'll take the shot. I'll take ownership and get it done. But she's got great shooting mechanics, nice little backspin there. Shot pocket's really good, and she goes to Roval. They train every day, and I expect her to make those shots.
1 minute 4, 1 possession game. 1 point game, I should say. Dandenong have the ball. Knox in the bonus, though. How big of an impact does that have on what Knox are going to do coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, look, for my mind, I would say Dom saying don't foul. Just play solid D, keep your hands out, move your feet. No threes, and possession. You've got to come up with possession. We've got to box out hard. We can't win this game if we don't get possession. So no fouls, come up with possession, and then it's anyone's ball game. They've both got a timeout each, I think. Or actually, I don't know if Dandenong's got a timeout, but I'm pretty sure Haileybury have a timeout left. So here we go. 1 minute on the clock.
Dandenong advance the ball. They've got it here. We're just ticked under 1 minute to go in the game. Great defense there by the Raiders. So they can take the lead here with a score.
Zoe Jenkins was very lucky there. Another sloppy closeout by her. That could have been 2 points on the rim.
Shot clock ticking down here. It's down to single digits. Thought about the shot. Drives in, up and under. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul's called. And Knox can take the lead here with 2 free throws.
Great job here by Meg Robinson. Nice little up fake, ripped down through her left side, wheeled through there, somehow got a shot up. But that's what happens. If you get a shot up on the rim, it allows your other offensive players to get possession. And now Charlize finds herself at the line. Oh, yeah.
First one just rims out. Coach Lanosia full of praise on the sideline. He's been up and about all game. Second one drops. We're locked at 57 apiece. 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knox will get the ball back. And a poor foul there by Dunn.
And that's just called basketball IQ. She should know that. I'm pretty sure Dom and his intelligence as a head coach would have said no fouls. She's been huge for Knox. I don't think they'd be here without her tonight in terms of having the potential to win. But it could go either way, you know. Hannah Rapp now finds herself on the foul line. Pressure's on her to make these foul shots. Knox then get 1 possession left. So, I don't know. Yeah, not good, but not bad either way, depending if she makes them. Oh!
Good foul. That's 4 fouls for Dunn as well. They can't really afford to lose her, even though there is only 27 seconds left.
And they need to get position here. I know Dom's called a timeout as soon as this one goes through the net.
Hits the back end. Dandenong take the lead back, and as you just called, Knox calling a timeout. 27 seconds remain in the game. Dandenong with a 1 point advantage.
There's been some great play in this fourth quarter. Some huge shots being made at both ends of the rim, and some great penetration and finishes, and as well as some defensive efforts when we see it. And we have a look on the replays right now. But this last play I don't think gets any bigger. This is why you play this game. You want to live for these moments. There's 27 seconds left on the clock. You're down by 1. You're in the bonus. Dandenong are lucky. They have a foul to give, so if they do find themselves under pressure, they can foul before the shot. But it'll be interesting to see what Dom's going to come out with here. Either way, if they miss, you probably want to foul straight away to get them to the foul line. If they make it, they don't want to foul.
Now, knowing that Dandenong have a foul to give here, would Knox go early so that if Dandenong are planning on committing that foul?
No. I wouldn't go early. I'd be running the clock. You want to just have the last possession. I mean, there's a 3-second differential, but if it was me coaching, I'd be winding that clock down as much as I can.
Who's taking the final shot for Knox?
I don't know. It's tough. I'd back most of them on any given night. I think they're probably going to be going for Charlize or maybe Meg on a rip drive or even Williams. Who knows? Let's see.
Big time plays. Make big time plays. Knox almost turning it over on the inbound. There goes the switch. Could have been a double dribble or a foul. There's the foul.
And that's not bad. You know, that's what Knox wanted. They get a reset on the clock. Now we're only at again, a 3-second differential. Sorry, 2-second differential. But now they get poised again. Get a good look, set some good screens, and they can find themselves with the win.
Shot clock's turned off here for Knox. They go straight inside, almost gets turned over straight away. Foul's called. And there's 2 free throws for Knox.
Great poise there by Ockwell in the low block. She did get double teamed, but just found a slight little gap or opening which allowed her to draw that foul. Now, again, foul shots, people. They win
She struggled
games.
with the free throws all game. Looks perfect when it matters most. We're locked at 58 apiece. This is for the lead here. And Knox take the lead. And a timeout called by Dandenong. 14.3 seconds on the game clock.
Both teams are in the bonus. When we have a look, I think Tim Rapp's called for the ball down in the quarter court possession. So my money's on Leia Hannafin or even probably Ellie Morgan on the drive, but that's my call.
As we take a look at the replay here, these free throws looking absolutely perfect. Big time players make big time plays. And the State Basketball Centre falls to a hush. No one knows what's going to happen, but this is exactly what we expected and exactly what we wanted in the grand final game here. Under 18 girls, Victorian Championship, Dandenong versus Knox, probably the 2 biggest associations in the state. And here we go.
To be honest, I think Knox could switch every position on the court. Interestingly enough, it'll be...
Would that have been your call as the coach?
Yeah, look, I think they can switch everything. So, and I think they just did then, but we'll see. Oh.
There's a wide open key. Dandenong take the lead back.
Oh, Meg Robinson will be really disappointed with herself there. I think defense is what she's known for, but she just opened up too wide there. And Leia Hannafin, she's just a baller, too smart, too intelligent. She'll take you off the dribble in 1 or 2 dribbles. If we see here on the replay, just opened up too wide, expecting the screen and wanted to push her away from that, but Hannafin just too smart, eyes up on the rim, and a beautiful finish there.
Dandenong take the lead back. Knox down by 12 in the 3rd quarter. Fight back, take the lead here in the 4th. Dandenong fight it back once again. Both teams out of timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. 9 seconds left in the game. I feel like I asked you this question about 5 seconds ago, but who takes the final shot for Knox?
I don't think even Knox, no. I think, you know, it'll be the same kind of situation. It'll be a Meg Robinson or a Charlize Dunn. All they have to do is get to the foul line. They might go in low like they did to Ockwell again and get her to the foul line, but both teams are in the bonus, so you just got to be able to draw a foul.
Ball's advanced. It's here in the front court. Knox have the ball. Both teams out of timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. It's now or never. Dandenong with a 1-point advantage here, 59-60. They get it in. Big three. And it rims out. And the ball goes out of bounds. Dandenong have it. 1.5 seconds on the clock. Knox need a turnover here. Setting up a full court play here. Dandenong just need the ball to get in and then to inbound it. And they do that. And that's the game. The Dandenong Rangers are your under-18 Melbourne United VJBL VC champions, taking down the mighty Knox Raiders 59-60. And what a game we just saw.
Yeah, I think it was a great game. I'm surprised that they weren't matched up 5-on-5, like man on man there, trying to get a foul and send them to the foul line. But credit to Dandenong, they hung on in the end there. They were up by 12 at one stage. They came out of blocks in the first quarter and really wanted to take it at Knox, you know. But equally credit to Knox. They came back fighting, but people watching at home, foul shots, you know, you got to make foul shots. I think Knox might have missed 10 foul shots there. And equally possession game. Offensive rebounds and turnovers will always hurt you. And, you know, it came down to 1 point, but it could have easily gone each way. And I think if Charlie's Dunn had that last shot again, she would have ripped and penetrated and got to the foul line rather than a Hail Mary step back three.
And who's your pick for the MVP for this game? It was...
Oh, Hannafin, hand down. She led that team. She hit the winning bucket. She put them in front. For Dandenong, I think it's a credit to her. She was poised throughout the contest, and yeah, MVP all the way for me.
As we wind down here, what a game we just witnessed. Dandenong coming out of the blocks, firing, but Knox putting up a very tough fight. Eventually, just a 1-point game in the end, 59-60. And the Dandenong Rangers are your 2019 VC Under-18 Girls Championships. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for joining me, Jenny. Stick around. In about 15 minutes, we have the Under-18 boys turn. It's the Bulleen Boomers taking on the Melbourne Tigers. But for the moment, it's bye for now.